Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our Making Accessible Apps for Apple Platforms series, and in this particular video we are going to be taking a look at how we can specify supported dynamic type ranges for our views. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that when you apply this SwiftUI modifier and UIKit properties to a view, it also applies to any of its subviews, any of its descendants. All right, so if you have a VStack, for example, in SwiftUI, and you apply the modifier that we're going to cover in this video to that VStack, every view in that VStack and its children and its children's children and so on and so forth, all the way down the view hierarchy, all those views will have that same range of dynamic type sizes unless you specify unless you specify a specific dynamic type size range on another view inside of that hierarchy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at what we're starting off with in our UIKit app. So I'm going to screen mirror here.
Control center. Air brightness. Volume. Flashlight. Switch. Select dark mode. Screen low power mode. Screen mirroring. Button.
It's screen mirroring.
32 inches LG with OS TV ups. LG. 32 screen mirroring. Screen mirror. 30 LG Joshua's Mac Mini. Button.
I want my mini here. All right. So here we are.
Double tap and hold to show more. Hello. Dynamic type.
In the center of the screen here, we have a UI label that just says Hello Dynamic Type.
Screen sharing in progress. 12:45 p.
The same thing applies for SwiftUI. So if I go into my app switcher
Active. Tutorial apps with UI. Active.
and I open my tutorial app SwiftUI here, this is what we're starting off with our SwiftUI app. So you can see that it's, again, text in the center of the screen saying Hello Dynamic Type. Relatively simple stuff. Now, let's get started. Inside of Xcode here, what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with UIKit. Now, in UIKit, these two properties that we're going to take a look at, they only work on iOS 15 and above. So if you need to support anything below iOS 15, you're kind of out of luck. The same thing applies for the modifier we're going to cover in SwiftUI. That does the same thing. That only works on iOS 15 and above. So keep that in mind. None of this will work on macOS though. So the reason for that is, as I mentioned in the previous video, macOS doesn't support dynamic type. So you can't use these properties or the modifier that we're going to cover in a purely macOS app. You can use these in a Mac Catalyst app for all the good it'll do, but just so we're clear, it does work in Catalyst. Your app will compile just fine. All right. So, above where we are enabling programmatic constraints on our label here, I am going to say label dot, not minimum scale factor, but minimum content size category. And we can set this equal to, and then here we have all of our possible dynamic type sizes, everything from extra small all the way up to the largest possible accessibility size. So for the minimum, let's say I want the minimum size to be, let's say, small. Not super small, but or extra small or whatever. Just like kind of just small, right? Now, if we want to set the maximum dynamic type size, we can say label.maximum content size category. And we can set that equal to, let's say, large. We don't want it to go too big. We just want it to be between small and large. Not a whole lot of room to shrink or grow, but maybe you don't want it to shrink or grow too much. Maybe you want to maintain a specific sizes in a table view cell or a collection view cell or something. Then this might be useful. Let's go ahead and run this now. I'm going to unlock my phone here, so it'll run. All right.
Type to Siri. Text field.
I don't want to type to Siri phone. Thank you.
Menu. Press Control Option N.
Okay. My apologies there, guys. My phone is being uncooperative, but I'm going to go into Tutorial App UIKit. There we go. And let's screen mirror. Screen mirroring, not screen recording. All right.
Application. System dialog. Stop here.
All right, so inside of my phone here,
Screen mirroring. Button.
you can see,
Hello. Dynamic type. In airplane. In airplane.
all right, phone and voiceover.
Screen sharing in progress.
You can see that we have the normal sized hello dynamic type text, but what we can do is if we go into our settings,
Apps. Tutorial apps. Settings. Active.
now this is under accessibility, display and text size, and larger text. So inside of there is where you'll find your dynamic type settings. At the top there's a toggle switch to enable larger accessibility sizes.
Larger text. Display and text size. Back button. Larger accessibility sizes.
So I can toggle that on and off. Right now it's on, so we do have the larger accessibility sizes available to us, but it will be off by default. All right.
100% adjustable. Swipe. 100% adjustable.
So let's go ahead and say
100%. 0%.
right now it's at 0%.
Tutorial app UIKit. Tutorial app UIKit. Active.
Now go to UIKit. Now
UIKit.
our text is at the small size. It's not extra small, but it's small because we can't go past small. And if we change the setting again,
Settings. Active. 0% adjustable. Swipe up. Adjustable. 33% adjustable. Adjustable. 67% adjustable.
let's say
Swipe up or down with one finger. 100%.
we're at 100%.
App switcher. Tutorial app UIKit.
Now the text is much bigger.
1252.
It's at large. It's not extra large. It's not extra large. It's just the normal large. Because we can't go past large. And right now, we're at the 5th accessibility size, which is the largest font size it can possibly go to. But because we have a limit set using minimum and maximum content size categories, it can't go past certain points. All right, so that is that's how we can change the range of supported accessibility formats, accessibility dynamic type sizes rather, in our apps. Now I'm going to try to put this back in my headphones here. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to make sure that we're still recording here. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're okay. We're still good. Now, let's go ahead and go into our SwiftUI project here. So inside of SwiftUI, I'm going to get rid of the dynamic type size modifier that we have here, and I'm going to run the app. So we have something to look at. I'm going to open up my phone here. And let's go ahead and turn on screen mirroring for as much trouble as that's going to cause me. All right, come on, phone. You can do it. There we go. There we go. Screen mirroring. We want my Mac Mini. All right. So if we go into our app here for SwiftUI, there's our text. It's just at its normal size. Nothing too complicated about it. It's just text in the center of the screen saying hello dynamic type. Now, how do we specify the dynamic type sizes that we want? Well, we can do that by using the dynamic type size modifier. Now, this can take in a single dynamic type size. However, what that's going to do is it's just going to give you a quick and dirty way of previewing what a specific dynamic type size will look like for the given view and its descendants. And you could do that if you want to, if you want quick and easy previewing of dynamic type sizes in, for example, the Xcode previews and stuff like that. So it does have its use, but for our purposes, we want to specifically specify a range of values. And we can do this using our Swift range modifier, or not modifier, operator. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say dot. My goodness. Phone, you can be quiet now. Okay. We're going to say dot dynamic type size. And what we'll do in here is we'll say, let's say we want the minimum type size to be medium. So dot medium. And then we can do our range operator. So 3 dots. And then our maximum. So dot, let's say, accessibility 1. So it'll be anywhere from medium to the first accessibility size. Or we could even say 5 here. So we're at so our range is pretty much going to be the medium size is our default. Like, it's going to be our minimum. And then the maximum is going to be the largest possible size. So we can't go small or extra small. So we'll save this, run it. All right.
Try again. Face ID.
There we go. I am unlocking my phone here. And we're running the app here. Let me turn on...
Airplane mode. Switch.
Yes, phone, I get it. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on screen mirroring.
Screen mirroring. Button. Screen mirror. Roku Premiere. Roku Premiere. Button. LG Windows TV. Joshua's Mac Mini. Button.
I want my Mac Mini here.
Screen mirroring. Heading.
And there we go. Now,
Screen mirroring. Button.
here's our SwiftUI app.
Actions available. Screen sharing in progress.
We can see our text is at its normal size. It's at kind of that medium size for hello dynamic type. Now let's open up our settings.
Tutorial app view. Settings. Settings. 100%. Adjustable.
Well, okay, actually no, it's at the largest size. My bad. We can try to decrease the size to go all the way down.
Adjustable. 0%. Adjustable.
Now we're at extra small. If we go back to our app,
Tutorial app switch UI. Active. Tutorial app switch UI.
we can see our text is not at that extra small size anymore. It's at the medium size because we can't go past medium. And if we were to change our maximum type size to accessibility 1 or to large, we wouldn't be able to see the largest accessibility size because we wouldn't be able to go past a certain point. All right. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys, on how we can specify what dynamic view or dynamic type sizes a view supports. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.